Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm going to use the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Second time I tried to say Morning Rear. Who knows? Maybe I'll bring that one out again. Okay. All right, so let's just go in. I was going to say, like, there's not really an overall energy. You're kind of progressing. You have some, like, a lot of your cards, it seems to, like, this seems like to be like a situation that just kind of rolls forward. It's just like one to the next, one to the next, one to the next. I feel like it ends well. So let's see what we got going that way. Going into it, though, you have the Hanged Man. This is usually a transition card. A transition card where you're stuck in one spot, you see the future coming. Well, this one seems like... This card for the Hanged Man, he looks very... He, she, whoever. Very bound in this, like... Can't... I don't know. I hope you can breathe in that. That's all I'm saying. Because it could be a suffocating situation, but this person is really just like they feel so tied into the situation. And the situation is in transition, but it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it at all. You might be thinking it is in the sense, or somebody else might be telling you it is, but it doesn't feel like it at all. It just feels like it's a situation that will never end. Then, this is face down, which means you don't see this coming, and I have to reiterate that because at the top you do have the Tower. Abundance. Abundance happens. The Tower hits here. Now, I feel like this is a good thing. I'm not sure you like how it happens, though. So I feel like, like for example, if you wanted a job change, you might lose your job. It ends up in a good place, but like that's not a good feeling usually. It's something like that where like if you want out of a certain relationship, like it's over, but just like it happens, like the other person leaves because I'm getting the Death card here on the other side. The other side steps out. If it's a job, it's like the end of the job. If it's a relationship, the other person just goes. If you wanted a new car, the current car, it's done. However that happens. I'm not even going to go through the 5,000 scenarios of that one. But it's done. Done is done. I don't feel like you like how it ends, but it's done. Abundance here in the middle is saying that you have to change. Like you have to start looking for like whatever left, you have to replace it. For whatever reason, you're feeling you have to replace it. So you're going forward to the next one. This is usually a teaching card. Can be a research card in my opinion. It's learning about the situation, so that's kind of a teaching, learning, research card in my opinion. So you're going through the motions to go on to the next stage. Like if it's a job, a car, whatever. You're doing what you need to do to find the details, to get what you need to go. What do you need to do to go to the next step? What do you need to do? You're getting it together. You're doing the research. This isn't a period that takes that long, but whatever what you first want doesn't work. It falls through. So your first, like if it was a car, you lose this car currently for whatever reason. It's out. It's done. You do your research, you know the car you want, you can't get that car. For whatever reason, you just can't. I just feel like this is the easiest way to use that analogy. I'm going to use the job one too. If it's a job, that job ends out of the blue. You didn't think it was going to happen, you don't really like it, but it's done. You do your due diligence to find another job. You find something you really want, it doesn't happen. This is the first step though, but this is just like one of those trials and tribulations. It's going to end up in a good place. It's just dragging you along for the trip. All right, so the fact that the no here, the sharp no, like it's not happening, you have the Page of Cups here above it. You're not loving that you didn't get what you want, clearly, but you're not knocked down by it. You're just like, all right, that didn't work out. That's okay. I have other ideas. Let me check out those ideas. Now, you're looking, I feel like you're still looking, if it's a job or a car or whatever it is, you're looking for other avenues you're interested in. But I feel like you're not finding what you're looking for at the first step here. When I see the Four of Swords, you're like, I just feel like you're just coming up with roadblock after roadblock. This is usually somebody who's like boxed in, or just sometimes it's a lack of communication I've found. But I'm seeing like you're just not finding what you're looking for, and I'm also getting, you might have tunnel vision here. Tunnel vision in the sense of like there's a certain, you're looking for something specific. Certain criteria you need met. And due to that, like staying very, like there's this very, like tunnel vision. You just have this one goal you want. You're just looking in that small area. Because you're doing that, there's a lot around you that you're not giving a chance that might also serve your purpose. So I'm seeing that's first. But opportunities do come. So there's other things around here that might serve your purpose that you're not looking at, but you have a lot of opportunities around you. I'm seeing the two of these together. Like in the environment, there's a lot of opportunities there. I feel at first you're just not, you just have tunnel vision. There's a certain, like you have a very narrow, like if you came from accounting, you're just like, I want accounting. You're not looking like at other things, like other banking possibilities, mortgages, rate reviewer, whatever that would be, like other things in that field. You know what I mean? Like maybe a loan officer. Think like you're not broadening it that way. You're just like, I was an accountant, or I was in accounting. I want to be back in accounting, instead of broadening it out to those other things. But then I feel like you do seem to make the transition over, because that's just at first you have the tunnel vision. Then for some reason you just seem to broaden yourself a little bit. I don't know why, because I'm not seeing a transition card, but I do see this Ace of Swords. So you do go forward. You find what you want. You do go forward. You find what you want. It's not long, like not too long after that. Like at first you're not finding what you want. I feel like you do give the other possibilities a chance, because you're not finding what you want. You're kind of feeling like you need to do something. So you try these other possibilities. You look through them at least, and you find something you do want. I feel like that's the one that takes off. Not your original intent. Like for example, again, the accounting. I came from accounting. I want to be in accounting. There's nothing there. But there's like loan officer or mortgage specialist, something like that. You're just like, you know what? Maybe I'll try mortgage specialist. And you go for it and you get it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll stick with that analogy. Because like with the car, you get that. Like if you wanted a Mercedes and you can't have a Mercedes, but you're like, you know what? I like those Elantras. Maybe I'll go for an Elantra. You know what I'm saying? That's a big jump, I know, but you know what I'm saying. If you're just as happy in one, whatever. But your end card is big happy changes. Like you bounce back pretty quick, really quick, very quick, very happy. Whatever you ended up with, it's not your original plan, and it wasn't what you were really looking for, but it served the purpose, and you are happy with this. And they're saying also above this is going to last for a good time. I always say with this card, it's how it feels, not so much. It could be literally a year, but a lot of times it's how it feels. So it's going to last for a good time, for a good long time. So you'll get used to this position. Other possibilities may come your way, but I feel like that'll be more in your control and what you want. But this is going to be around for a while, is what they're saying. It could be a good year before you're settled, I feel like is how some of them go. Like after a year, you're going to feel like it's kind of old hat. You're going to be kind of very used to it. Maybe a slight bored with it. Okay. I feel like this went well. I do. So I think it's just about knowing how this is going. Like the shock. I have a feeling a lot of you are going to probably come across this video at the shock point, and then like it's going to like show you like, all right, the first try you give it, it's going to kind of fall flat, and then you might not find what you're actually looking for. But if you just broaden your scope, you'll get something that serves you, and you'll be happy for a while out. So don't worry about it. Good. I'm not going to beat that to death. I want to, but I'm not going to. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.